for our presenters. So there were also some questions posted. So I will start with that. I will start with Dr. Sumaya, since you are the last one, the most patient one. So we have the question from Mr. Rustum, which he's asking, what is the effect of the organic household waste which has on the environment and Bahrain? Because I think he implies also this organic household waste was an issue recently in the news. So what do you tell us?
Yes, actually, organic or let's say biodegradable waste in general. The issue with biodegradable waste portion, especially, it has a bad impact or negative impact on the air quality and even the global warming and climate change. Actually, when you dump the biodegradable waste in landfills, the anaerobic digestion, which is happening in nature with the decomposers, the microorganisms in the soil, will lead to produce the methane or the landfill gas in the landfill area, which is a greenhouse gas that has this is more potent than CO2 with 25 times, and for global warming, and this is a very critical issue. So we have to prevent this emission by prevent dumping these wastes in landfills.
All right, thank you, Dr. Sumaya. We have another question, and I think it is open for Dr. Shakir and Mr. Ali, because it's relating to whatever you were presenting. Well, Mr. Muhammad Abdulaziz Shaji, he was asking, for Bahrain, usually expats get the non-subsidized rate, and they don't stay permanently, and they usually have rented flat or house. Okay. Based on that, the PV, based on the net metering, will be only beneficial in commercial and industrial sector, as they pay the non-subsidized rate. What are your views about this? I think the student, Ali, I think will start. So.
أنا أعطي الميكروفون حق الدكتور أول شيء. ما أقدر أتقدم على أستاذي. تفضل دكتور.
Okay.
Allah Salvik Ali. So yeah, actually I totally agree with you. But the good news that I did this study when I published the paper in 2016-17, and at that stage actually it was not feasible even for commercial or industrial production facilities. So it wasn't feasible for them even to install PV. So now actually with the price reduction of PV system down to around 300 fils per kilowatt hour, I'm glad to see that it's becoming feasible, at least for the non-subsidized customers of EWA. Still, the price needs to go below 150 fils for the subsidized people, as I said. And the issue with the non-subsidized customer, as I said, it might be expat, which could leave anytime. However, there is some niche application, I would say. In case of Bahrainis with more than one account, one customer EWA account, I should say, for them it's feasible because they will be paying the full rate for the second account. Another thing is for those who have facilities for renting. If they install PV on their facility, they could actually attract tenants, because for these tenants, they would tell them that, okay, your bill will be lower. For instance, for houses would be lower by 20 BD if you rent my facility. So that's an indirect benefits. And of course, if he wants to increase the rent by, let's say, 5 BD, 10 BD, you know, still the tenant is an advantage, and still he is an advantage as well, because the system will stay on his building for a longer time. So that's my feedback.
Yeah, Doctor. I can only just add some points on Dr. Shakir. Of course, he gave a comprehensive answer. But I want to say just that the normal constant in our world is changing. Always things change. Here in Bahrain, if we consider the issue about energy security, if we think about why we have liquefied natural gas kind of port, if we are thinking about the generation of electricity, we will know that one day the electricity tariff will not be same. It will change. It will increase. It will go beyond what we are living now. So I think if it's not feasible now, anybody, for example, who want to construct a building, construct a home, he should think about solar. He should integrate solar into the design. That one day, when it's be feasible to them, so he can easily install the solar. It will not be difficult because as a private company in the market, this was what we saw. Sometime because the engineer, the designer of the house didn't think about it, or didn't think about installing solar, the design was not that much suitable for solar. So just if you are thinking that now it's not feasible, think about how to install it, how prepare the foundation for solar PV when it become feasible soon.
All right, thank you, Ali. Mr. Alex, you provided us with a case study, an arid environment, and you specifically spoke about the cement industry, in which lots of energy is used. I mean, I can see from your bio, there is also metallurgy and food production. I mean, which kind of industries that you think has the potential in this region to benefit from energy efficiency beside the cement?
Well, pretty much all industries can benefit from energy efficiency. Right now, we are actually looking at several steel industries and aluminum industries, and there is a very substantial potential for reducing their carbon footprint. Regarding the agro industry and like poultry farms and dairy farms, I think that there's not a huge industry in Bahrain specifically, but there is a substantial industry in Saudi Arabia and in the UAE, and it goes more towards Dr. Sumaya's presentation, that they're the most apt technology would be basically to utilize a waste to energy solution, maybe anaerobic digestion, or if there is no use for byproducts of anaerobic digestion, then perhaps incineration. But this also is included into the context of optimizing industry, utilizing waste, whatever it is wood, it is wastewater, it is animal manure, whatever it is to make to contribute to a cyclical economy.
So you think in the GCC there is quite will for investing in this kind of energy efficiency technologies?
Oh, absolutely.
And its application?
Absolutely. We as NG, we are very bullish, let's say. We are very optimistic about the and we are already in several discussions in offering services, offering systems in an asset as a service type of engagement, where we finance projects and we are able to give this technology to industry so that they can reduce their carbon emissions without incurring the inherent risks associated with the deployment of this type of technology. So we are extremely optimistic.
It's great that the private sector is happy. So let me ask Dr. Sumaya, we have a question from Kay. Is telling, is the National Waste Management Strategy which is published available for the public?
It was not yet approved officially, and it will soon, inshallah. Actually, it is soon to be issued and approved. But no
Okay, so
news.
after it,
I'm not.
so after it will be approved, it will be published, yeah,
Yes.
to the public. Okay, Mr. Rami Osman is asking also to Mr. Ali Baba and Dr. Sumaya, have the inclusion of both energy conservation and waste management elements in the Green Building Code issued increased demand for your service or studies? So,
Doctora, you want to start?
Energy conservation and waste management elements.
you are
Maybe
over,
I
Ali.
can.
Um,
Actually, if I want to talk about the Green Building Code and the effect of the Green Building Code in the energy conservation, of course, there should be a direct impact of the Green Building Code on the demand of energy consultation and energy efficiency and conservation studies from the design phase till to the implementation. But of course, I think as already all of us know that the Green Building Code already include so many aspects of energy conservations and energy efficiency kind of procedures that any contractor have to follow. This including thermal insulation, AC and HVAC, and lighting. And I think slowly, with the proper implementation of the green building through Banayat and phase by phase. Of course, we know that the green building phase is phase by phases. So within these phases, we actually expect more demand for our service in the market.
I may add a point here regarding the infrastructure, which is well prepared for sustainable waste management in the country. We have actually recommend having a segregation facilities in the housing design, even by the Sorry, it has stopped. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think we have problem with the internet.
Yeah.
So this is a good point that we have to have the suitable infrastructure to support the sustainable waste management and segregation at sources respectively.
Okay. Mr. Ali, you mentioned about NEAP initiatives. Where are they normally distributed for all the sectors, or just is concentrated in one or two?
Talking about National Energy Efficiency Action Plan, Alhamdulillah, thankful that iSEE did a good job in terms of working on this action plan. From an energy expert point of view, I see this energy action plan, if it is strictly followed, the Bahrain will reach easily 6% by 2025, and maybe this number will increase. There will be another target. Of course, this initiatives or this action plan include many initiatives for different sectors, including industry. When I'm talking about industry, I'm talking about the big consumers, Babco, Alba, iSEE, and others. But when I'm talking about the transport, I'm talking about the cars and the power consumption through fuels. If I'm talking about the buildings, of course, our 70% of energy consumption in our countries is due to the HVAC. So HVAC has a big big room for improvement, and all of the energy users, I think energy efficiency action plan covered it.
Dr. Shakir, in your paper, you mentioned about family size. So I believe it was about residential, correct? Tariff and.
Yes, that portion was.
Did you extend it to the industry? Because this is a big sector in Bahrain, which Ali also mentioned, industries, and it's not subsidized. If you do this publication again for the industry, what is going to happen?
Actually, this methodology is applicable to any sector, whether it's commercial or residential or sorry, or residential. Actually, the industrial would have more advantage, because for industrial scale, you would